Hey, what is up guys? Guitar here, welcome back to another Blue Archive video. Alright, today's video we'll be focusing on character banners. Which character banners in the future you want to save for, pull for, and whether the current banner is good for you or not, those things. I'll be referring to this banner guide from this guy called Xeno. Big shout out to him, he's been making these Google Doc guides for the list of banners in JP. Alright, so and of course we are all on global server or the EN server so called. So I want you guys to take everything with a grain of salt. Alright, remember that these things are always, it's Nexon. They could change it up if they want to. I played Counter-Strike, which is a different game. On KR server is managed by Nexon. On C server is managed by Zelong Games, right? And the banner definitely switched up in terms of the order, priority and stuff. So there's a chance that our Nexon might change things up in the EN server, in the global server, so keep that in mind. So now, first things first, if you jump into the current banner, you can see there's pickup banner, there's regular banner. So obviously, if you are re-rolling, you want to go to the regular banner to re-roll. You don't want to re-roll in the pickup banner. Now, why is that? Not to say that this banner is bad. Alright, this banner has two characters currently, which is this girl right here, Shiroko, and also this pink-haired girl, Hoshino. Now, the problem with both of them is, number one, let's talk about Shiroko. Shiroko is going to be the first 3-star that every account will be able to obtain. Because if you guys are not familiar with this game, in the campaign mode, you can basically farm for character shards, or they call it LF or something like that. Right, if you go to the mission, you go to the hard stage, you can see you can farm some of the characters' shards. LF, let's just call it LF because it's called LF. I want to use the correct term. Alright, so this LF can be farmed, right? And if you look at all the list of the missions, you browse through all of these, Shiroko is the first 3-star character that you can farm the LF, which is at 3-3, right here, right? As you can see, Shiroko, since she's the first 3-star character that you can farm the LF for, eventually you will be able to unlock her as your first 3-star, farmable 3-star so-called, right? I don't think it's that efficient to pull for her since you can basically farm her. Now, obviously, there are a lot of characters that you can farm for in terms of the 3-stars, but she's the first 3-star that every player should be able to unlock because within the first 2 days, you should be able to reach up to this point, which is stage 3-3 hard. So hopefully you guys reach there and just sweep through this or just play through this as many times as you can every single day, and within like 1 or 2 weeks, you should be able to unlock her already. Now the other character is Hoshino. Now she's not bad, but I'm just giving you my insight of using her because she's a defender, right? Hoshino is a defender, and right here as you can see, she's a defender, she's a yellow type, which is a piercing type. The thing is, she's a 3-star, and if you look at defenders, you actually have one more better defender, so-called better. I mean, when we talk about better, we're talking about tier lists and stuff. Both of them could be useful in certain situations, but you look at right now, which is Tsubaki, she's a 2-star, and according to a lot of players, she is definitely a much better fit, and so far I have both of them built as you can see. This is obviously they are not 5-star or anything, but Tsubaki level 22, Hoshino level 21, but I can definitely feel like right now they are both kind of equal, but that's giving props to Tsubaki for being a 2-star. Now when you are a 2-star, you don't get the last sub skill right here, which is a decrease incoming damage by 24% while reloading. While Hoshino basically gets all the skills right here, and I even upgrade some of the skill. Alright, so going for Tsubaki in most cases is going to be much more free to play friendly. Number one, she's a 2-star, she's going to be much easier to obtain, and if you have Tsubaki, more than likely, you won't really need Hoshino. That's not to say that Hoshino is bad, it's just that, which is another yellow tank, why do you need both, right? Alright, so let's talk about the banners that you want to save for. I will link these docs in the comment section, in the description, everywhere, as much as I can, so hopefully you guys can refer it for yourself. Let me zoom in a little bit. Alright, so shout out to Xeno, this guy. As you can see, we have the EN banner, we have the JP banner, right? So let's talk about the JP banner. So right now, the first banner is this one, Hoshino Shiroko. As per mentioned, they are both farmable in the hard mode stages. Shiroko will be farmable, Hoshino will be farmable later on. And you can see the next banner is Mashiro. So Mashiro, she's pretty good overall, it seems like. But according to a lot of players, you shouldn't be farming for her. Again, take this with a grain of salt. If we are following the JP banner for EN, Mashiro should be the next character that will come to our server as well. As you can see, the future-proofness is there, but the pull value is not that high. Her LF, alright, the shard thing can be purchasable in PvP shop in the future, so definitely if you're considering to pull for her, you should ideally save. You should skip her and ideally go for the next one. Now, after Mashiro, Aru might be a much better character to pull because she is great in Kaiten raids. According to this doc, there might be better banner available during that time. So let's look at the JP banner. So you can see Mashiro, we have Izuna Shizuko. I think this is like a JP exclusive collab thing. And then we will either get Haruna or Aru. But according to this doc right here, it's mentioned that after Mashiro is Aru, so it's not Haruna. So I'm not sure if this is like data mine or anything. But definitely if Haruna were to come, I would highly recommend you guys to pull for Haruna. Haruna is like, you know, one of the better characters to pull for in the game. She's the best, like one of the best character. I think she's actually the best character in PvP. Maybe second to Iori. I'm not sure who is better, but she will be needed in a lot of team setup to counter Tsubaki. Because Tsubaki is just so annoying, right? And as you can see, must have for Mystic Raid. She is farmable later on, but it's like way later on. I would highly recommend to pull for her. Depending on Aru or Haruna who is coming first, I would go for Haruna personally because blue characters are more rare. I don't know about you guys, but Mystic characters I do not own much. So I think Aru is going to be being a raid character. It's not that she's bad, it's just that her typing is more versatile. There's a lot of choices in that red space compared to that blue Mystic space, right? We also have Arisu later on. And you can see, looks like Azusa is definitely a very good character. If you are skipping, let's say if you reroll for either Aru or Haruna, the next banner that you want to look out for would be Azusa Banner. And Azusa is something that I think a lot of people should get. Alright, must pull, she's OP broken in raids. And this is the thing, you know? Look at Aru, right? People say she's good in raid, PvE and PvP. But I feel like Azusa being another raid character might be worth skipping Aru, depending on who you want. If you have Aru, maybe you don't really need to pull for Azusa, but apparently she has a defense debuff as her main DPS, so that's going to give her an advantage definitely in raids for sure. And you can see Azusa and Koharu is like back to back, and these both are very strong banners. Hifumi, bait banner, she's not that good. In the tier list, she's pretty low. 3-star Azusa summer version. Alright, as you can see, like original Azusa, very useful. But this time you have a blue character. Alright, the font of this determines the character. So all of these might be shuffled around because this is in JP. It makes sense to release them during the summer. But for us in EN, like we're getting the game in November. So I'm not sure how they are fitting this in. We might get like a New Year variation first. And yeah, going into now, you can see 3-star Azusa, the summer version, and 3-star summer Mashiro. These two are really good. Tsubaki killer and PvP as well, as you can see. So ideally, a lot of players have been saying, right? If you think about it, if you reroll and you get a bunch of these characters, especially Haruna, Hibiki, Iori, you're pretty set. You don't have to pull any banner at all until either Azusa comes out or the summer swimsuit banner comes out, and that's going to be like at least 5 to 6 months. So rerolling is in a process that just makes you save so much. You are able to save so much, you don't have to worry about the next 5-6 months even. Alright, moving on, 3-star Hifumi Summer, I don't know why she's still not that good. Alright, Hifumi is still not that good. 3-star Summer Hina, apparently she's good in Kaiten raid. Iori Summer version is also good in Kaiten raid. I don't know if you'll be able to pull so many of these summer characters, but a lot of these summer characters are pretty broken, it seems. A lot of these summer characters pretty broken. So those are the characters that you want to pull for. And now Hibiki is really strong. She's one of the best recommended character to reroll for. If you don't have her, you have to wait for so long to be able to pull her. That's like what? How long is this? So this banner will be from 8th of November to 16th of November. Assuming each banner lasts for about 1 week, right? So if we are putting that into assumption, about 5 to 6 months before you can actually pull Hibiki. So if you reroll, you can get her way early on. If not, have to play the game and wait for 5 to 6 months before you can get Hibiki, and she's definitely a must pull. Very good special character for sure. So yeah, moving on down the list, I think you can see the Bunny Girl version. We have Neru, Karin, we have Asuna. A lot of characters are pretty good, and right now in the JP server currently, they have Hatsune Miku banner. This is like a collab thing that's happening in JP. Again, we are on EN server. I'm not sure how the collab is going to work out. Maybe we might get a delayed collab. Maybe we will not get collab. Maybe we'll get a different collab. You know, take it with a grain of salt. Alright, so I'll leave the links to these docs in the description below. That's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys finally got the character pool that you wanted. If you guys have not, good luck in rerolling. As always, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
本当にこんなことでご褒美になる